Ah, there you are. Well, perfectly signed, just like me. Right then, have we got 2 minutes? Then we'll see you. Can I just say, you are blessed in Bristol, because it's the first point on feels like it's going to be a worldwide, but certainly a Britain-wide tour for the brand new Owen Smith Labour's Future bus. I think I finally arrived in politics. I've now got a bus with my name on the side. You know, I think they've painted out the National Express bit and put Owen Smith over the top of it. But we are going to be campaigning right across the entire country. We've been doing it all the way through this campaign, but now we've got the bus, we're going to redouble our efforts. And the reason I think we're making such a big deal of having this is we've got to get out there in the country. Labour desperately needs to start talking to the country once more. We need to be talking to everybody from Cardiff to Corby, from Bristol to Blaenau Gwent. We need to make sure that people are hearing the Labour message, and crucially we've got to talk to those bits of Britain where there are Tory MPs right now. 106 Labour seats that we need to win back. You know, it's not just a question of, as Jeremy said on a few occasions, we need to get a few people who've contemplated voting Tory to vote Labour. We need to get 2 million people who actually voted Tory at the last general election to vote Labour if we're to stand any chance of turning what we all believe in, our values, our Labour values, into practice. And that for me is the whole point of this campaign, in truth. You know, making us, I think, look at ourselves as a party and think deeply about what it is we want to be in future. Do we want to just be a party that's content to talk to itself and wrap ourselves in a comfort blanket, if you like, of our principles? Or do we want to be a party that's actually translating those principles into power, getting us back to where we need to be, in government once more in this country? And I get up this morning and I pick up the newspapers and I see the crisis in respect of immigration, migration into this country from people who are fleeing the Middle East, and our Tory government not doing anything to solve those terrible problems, not doing anything to engage outside the UK in the way in which we need to. I see on page 2 another story about the NHS in crisis across Britain, £2.5 billion in debt. You open further into the newspaper and you see our social services, our councils. I come to Bristol where you're having to contemplate making, is it another £60 million worth of cuts to your budget, having had 100 million cut already by the Tories in the last 6 years of austerity? And the truth is we can't go on like this. We just can't keep cutting and cutting and cutting, or we can't live with a Tory government that is paying so little attention to the crisis that we've got in this country on so many measures. It feels to me as though we're going backwards, friends. We're going back to a dark period in this country where we haven't got the services we need, and we haven't got a Labour government to speak for Britain. Going backwards, and I'm had enough of it. I had a guts full of it. I had a guts full of the Tories not speaking for this country. It's why I've got to win. And I'm so pleased you're all here to see me today. Mr. And we're going to be going across